how many of you had already the chance to explore a little bit of this beautiful city? Isn't it amazing? It's my homeland, so I'm super happy to be here on the stage. I'm from Czech Republic. And yeah, to have this opportunity to share the stage with my amazing husband. And you know, the fact is we all are today here because we once decided that we want to change our lives and that Jeunesse and these amazing products are the right vehicle to do so. So we want to talk about two things which are really important. The first is what are the obstacles which are holding us back from building customers, and also how to build a customer base and how to duplicate it in the team. So first of all, you have to fall in love with the product, and you have to become raving fan. You have to become product of the product, and you have to go out and share it with as many as possible.
So how many of you would actually agree that we have amazing products in Jeunesse? Okay, we have to do that one more time because I feel like not everybody's involved yet. Let me explain you the rules of the game, okay? So I try to ask a question and the answer yes is like you raise your right arm, okay, just to help you out, this is this arm, okay? So you raise it as high as you can if the answer is yes. If the answer is no, you just do like this. Okay, let's try one more time. How many of you agree that we have amazing products? Perfect. Awesome. So let's dive right into it in a topic which is like for me super interesting, as I have to be honest, I discovered that lately, as crazy as it sounds. You know, the truth is, it does not matter what you want to bring into your organization, you have to lead by example. So you have to be the leader, because everything rises and falls with leadership. Write that down. Everything rises and falls with leadership. And that's a fact. What you don't do, your organization will never do. So actually, I started to think a few months back, like what kind of possibilities we actually have to create volume. Like how many of you would consider themselves a leader? Again, like show hands. No shame, perfect. Okay, so here's the thing. As a leader, we get a rank in Jeunesse, and we get that rank by creating volume, correct? So you create a certain volume and you get a certain rank. So, but here's the thing, like most people only concentrate on creating a lot of volume by what? Okay, let me ask you a question. Like, what kind of ways do we actually have to create volume in Jeunesse? And yet, sign up? Okay, what else? Sales, what else? Smart delivery. Okay, let's have a look. There's actually 4 ways of generating income. The first one is signing somebody up. This one kicks your volume like quickly, right? Because a big package has 1,000 points, an ambassador like 500 points, and so on. So you create a big quick start of volume. So, but then you have smart delivery or auto ship, however you want to call it. So it means like people order their products regularly. That's a source of income, a source of creating volume. But then you have customers, like people who buy products of you. And then you have what we call back office orders. Like for example, if we look at ourselves, we don't have a smart delivery of 60 CV. I mean, we're 2 people. We're using almost all of the products. I have to say almost because I'm not using Envy. Not completely right. If I'm actually doing like broadcasting, I'm using Envy. Yeah, because it's like super easy and everything is HD nowadays, so you have to get rid of the wrinkles a little bit. So, but we have auto ship. I don't even know how many points, like 600, 700, we just get continuously, we get products. When they're empty, we reorder. So, and here's the next thing I want you to write down that's like super important. Growth only comes through new people. That's the leadership, how you call it, secret, okay? That's the leadership secret. It does not matter what kind of problem you have in network marketing. There's no problem in industry you cannot solve with new people. That's it. You agree? Okay, the question is what kind of new people? Are we only talking about distributors? No, we're not. Growth, I'm talking about having new people in the system who consume the product. That's what we get paid on. But here's the next thing. So stability comes through customers and raving fans. So you get the idea. You sign people up, they get a package, but here's the thing, what are actually the packages for? Do you know those kind of people who buy a package, like 2 weeks later you go home to them and you see like everything in the shelf? And I'm sometimes like, what are you doing with the product? I mean, we're not like a storage company, we're like a direct sales company. So what are products for? 4 things, write them down. Number 1, to use. When you have products at home, you have to use them. You have to be a product of the product. Number 2, products are there to sell. I will speak about that in a minute, why it's so important. Number 3, sampling. We need to sample products. We get paid for sampling products. And we get paid a lot in network marketing because we take that responsibility to share the product and give an exposure to more people. So, and last but not least, it's as gifts. Sometimes when you have like a super high valuable prospect, sometimes I give them products like a box of reserve, sometimes like whatever, AM, PM, or whatever it is, and I just say, try it out for a month. Yeah? You don't have to do that regularly, you don't have to give as a gift an ambassador pack, but you get the idea, okay? So 4 things what products are for. And let's talk about a few facts, which are very important to understand why it's so important to building a customer base. So, first of all, 70% of all distributors, not in Jeunesse, in network marketing worldwide, never ever sign up a single person in their life. Isn't that crazy? That data is from the World Federation of Direct Sales Association. Out of 100 people, 70 will never sign somebody up. That's just a fact. So, and the reason why people quit is a lack of success. And if you only focus is, I need to sign someone up, and you cannot do it, so actually we can say, let's imagine that's the line of success here right in front of me. Our job as distributors is to help the new distributor to do a step over that line of success. As soon as they step over that line once, it's super hard for them to go back because they know it works. But if they never, ever step over that line, they just turn around and they walk off. And that's why they quit. So we need to help them. And what is the easiest way to help somebody having success? Let me ask you another question. How can you do $35 in Jeunesse? First thing I just heard, cycle. What about if you sell a box of ageless? What is easier, doing 900 points, split on 2 legs, or just selling a box of ageless? You get it? It's the same amount of money coming in with a very, very little effort, and the person's like super happy. And that's why it's so important building the customer base. So, because it's much easier finding a customer than finding a distributor, and you can learn that like in half of a day. So, it's always easier to make some extra money. And here's the next thing. Like 80% of the people in network marketing don't want to become a diamond, a ruby, an emerald, or whatever. They just want to have an extra income of 200, 300 dollars a month, and they're happy. Help them doing that. And that one creates a huge organization. So a customer, and that's the most interesting part, is so easy to convert into a distributor. Let me ask you a question. How many of you started as a customer? Please show hands. Yeah? Look around, many people here in the room didn't even know about the business opportunity. But if you then talk to them and talk about the business, they're like, of course it works. Do you think they talk to you about pyramid schemes or anything? No, they're using the product already, they're happy. They know it works, they know people who want to have it. So, and last but not least, a happy customer stays much longer on the product, and there's actually a study, cosmetical study. If somebody is happy with their cosmetical product, they stay on the product for more than 4 years. And that's amazing. Imagine having regular customers for more than 4 years. So let's have a look, and I just want to be like completely honest. That's how most people's business here in the room looks like, because that was like my business looked like. It's like a computer, like it's on and off. 60 CV, 0 CV, 60 CV, 0, 0, 60, 0, 0, 0. You know what I mean? Either somebody's on smart delivery or not. What if you teach people building customers? How would your organization look like? Suddenly it would change dramatically. Instead of looking like that, suddenly it could look like that. It's the same amount of people, but more volume. Suddenly a person who did 60 does 300, 180, 120. Somebody who did 0 before most likely continues doing 0, okay? But you get the picture? You can triple, quadruple, or do it 5 times, 10 times. You have the same amount of people, but that is what's going to happen. So actually, what is the most common obstacle? And you know, for me, when I started, I have to say, for me, skill set was never the thing. I always thought like skill set is the one I need to master, and I did it, but I'm a talkative person. You know, for me, it was never very hard. But I know here's some people who have problems creating customers, have problems enrolling people, but what's the number one reason? The number one reason is not skill set. The number one reason is mindset, right?
Yes.
You want the clicker?
Do you know that you basically use all our time?
No, they took us 5 minutes, and we just add them on.
Okay.
So no worries.
Whatever. Next time I am the first one. Yeah? So, okay, I will try to make the shortest presentation ever. Just talk about, or let us talk about what is the number one obstacle. And you will maybe wonder, but the number one obstacle is insecurity. And we heard a lot of yesterday about it, but insecurity, it can have a lot of forms, how it reveals, but every time it has roots in fear or in limiting beliefs. So, you know, believe me when I tell you I know exactly what I'm talking about, because what many people doesn't know, I struggled for over 20 years with social phobia. And every time I had to talk to someone who I didn't know very well, I was experiencing extreme form of anxiety. So when I get introduced to network marketing, I was on one side completely amazed by the opportunity, but from other side it was just really extreme challenging, and I was frustrated by my results, and there was so many moments I wanted to quit. Until, I came on one point in my life when I get sick and tired of being enslaved by fears. And this point, I really found the power to turn my weakness into the fuel. And so I made a decision, really strong decision, that I will do whatever it takes, but I will win this battle, and I will experience how does it feel, or how does freedom feel. So if you are somehow feeling insecure, or if you worry about what the other person thinks, if you are feeling fear, I just want you to know that you can overcome everything. Whatever is holding you back, you just have to be willing to put a little bit more effort. You have to be willing to work on your subconscious, because it's really important that you decided to have a life which you deserve. And I can't go deeply into this topic today, but what I can do in the time we don't have is to give you 3 tips how to increase your emotional freedom in order to create your financial freedom with building customers. So, my first tip is make a serious and unshakable decision. So because of, you have to decide that your fear is not anymore the reason to quit, but it's the reason to stay. So the network marketing is perfect combination of personal development and also of practical tasks which will help you to develop skills which you can use in every single area of your life. So your decision has to be so strong that in the moment you want to quit, you feel like if you betray yourself. Yeah? My second tip is you have to bring a joy into your business. So separate yourself completely from the results of your conversation with clients, and celebrate your courage every time you leave a comfort zone. So every time you feel that it's somehow challenging, celebrate your courage, because you just left your comfort zone, and it's a progress. It doesn't matter if you close the sale or not. You just celebrate because of you grow. And I will just switch to the third tip is just change your perspective. You can't underestimate the power. You can underestimate the compound effect of of the sharing of the products, because you have much more impact that you can even realize. Because imagine imagine a woman in her 40s, mom of two children, and she wakes up in the morning, she looks into the mirror and she loves what she sees. How it will change her day, or how it will change her behavior, how she speaks with her children, how she speaks with people she encountered during the day. So we have much more impact than we think. We are not selling creams or pills. It's nothing superficial. We are really changing lives. And by the way, did you know that you have like about 3 seconds to make a good impression when you meet someone new? So it's really crucial for everyone's business. It doesn't matter what you are doing, that you have this kind of vitality, that you are full of energy, that you have a healthy glow on your skin, because it's not only making good impression, it's also convey capability. So you can, if you are looking healthy, nice, and full of vitality, you will get much more clients for your business as well. And last thing is one sentence which changed a lot for me. It's not about you, it's about them. So it's mean when you worry, when you feel insecure, if you feel fear, when you are talking to someone about these amazing products, it just shows that your attention is still on you. So just switch the perspective, just switch the attention on the other person on the other side of the conversation, and try to figure out what she or he needs. Because if you really care, we are in people's business, so if you really care about the person, if you care what they need, they will notice and they will listen to you if you are offering them solution. So just really switch the perspective, be there for the people. If you love them, if you care for them, they will notice and your business will be blessed.
So last but not least, this is a lot of like theory and mindset and everything, but we want to share with you how to create customers. And I want to bring 2 ladies on stage. And when I say you the number now, I want you to do like one noise which goes like, wow. Okay? We try it once together on 3. 1, 2, 3. Exactly. So you will say it anyways, even if you don't want to. But because here's the truth. Like those ladies I'm bringing on stage together, they have 700 clients a month. Perfect. So they're going to teach you their 3 tips, but before we bring them on stage, please do it with 100% of energy. So please, everybody stand up. Everybody stand up as quick as we bring them on stage. Okay, and I want you to give a big round of applause for Valentina, Fabian, and Alicia Vekre.